Welcome to Out of the Box podcast. I am your regular host, Gabriel Ishmael Jallo. Today, again, we are having a very beautiful topic. And first of all, I want to say to my viewers, the waiting is over. Those who have been waiting to get DF George on set. DF George is here and we'll be handling varieties of issues because getting him here again will be another very turbulent work for this institution. So today we'll be talking about Burkina Faso, the strategic West African country called Burkina Faso, and its charismatic leader, Captain Ibrahim Traore. Then we'll be talking about religion and culture, custom, and varieties of issues. Trust me, you won't miss anything because before we came on set, we were still waiting for those professors and all those legal minds and those journalists that wanted to engage him. He's still waiting for them. But unfortunately, they are yet to come. But once again, welcome to Out of the Box podcast. We are going for a quick break. When we return, GIJ with DF George in Out of the Box podcast.
I want you to marry me. Mommy, AB, your son, have finally gotten married.
No, I don't want baby waiting at the here anyway.
A friend of mine, very rich, multi-million, wants a wife.
God forbid.
Mama, who is this one?
See your wife. Give him the right eyes, make a kiss.
Wait, what zone? If I slap you, what is wrong with you?
If you like you don't like me, this marriage, you must walk.
You didn't tell me your mom was bringing another wife for you in this house.
If my own son out, your husband don't marry to a Ghanaian wife. He can't go Liberia, go marry. Now you from Nigeria, automatically in a competition atmosphere.
What is the meaning of this word?
Make up for fine for you now.
I don't know who told you to be beautiful, you have to be like an oracle. What is this? For breakfast.
If you don't want her, I can do coconut or rice balls or mutu.
Hulu, Kojo set me up.
What is going on?
Kojo gave me his sister. She can't cook. Teach her.
The baby mom is sick. Let's take her to the hospital, Grandma.
Nothing that happened. Not pretension.
Grandma.
Anita, all you guys been seeing here, are you sure you are pregnant?
You won't go back to police station?
Take what you can get from him. You waiving your property in my name plus all the money in the bank you transfer in our account.
The lawyer actually traveled. He's out of the country.
If you even think about this, you have to put your property in your wife's name. It sounds fake to me.
What they put today?
Mama, Anita,
You know go add plenty paper. Hey, call me carrot.
Who is Carrot?
Go call the head and carrot for me.
Okay, asking one last question. Is there devil in this house?
So you went as far as giving Wuru your car?
I was just going on an errand this morning.
Errand boy. Abi Karo have sent you to go and buy pants for her.
Me, I think I have a plan. You have a husband. Leave me alone.
My passport is missing. Mama.
So you want
You should bring in a maid so that she'll help me clean the house. So you had a dog sitting. The air fetcher to open that dirty mouth of yours to tell our husband to bring maid to this house.
I'm afraid how bad.
Hey!
Yeah, viewers, some of those snippets of those videos that you saw, there are movies that I acted alongside this great actor. But the one that you saw there is ECOWAS Wives. And ECOWAS Wives trended. It won numerous awards. It took him to places where he communed with vice presidents of nations. But I don't want to spoil the day, man. Let me introduce DF George. Welcome to this empire, sir.
Thank you very much, GIJ.
Yeah, my audience, my viewers will want you to reintroduce. Some of them have not seen you. They don't see an American general and just landed. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Right. First of all, I want to say thank you for having me, and I appreciate your viewers as well, because they are the ones that empowers us to do the magic we do behind the cameras.
Sure.
And once again, my name is DF George, and as I will always say, aside being a businessman, an actor, an importer who is here to be exporting, I always like to say I'm a human being. Thank you.
Yeah. Before even we delve in these issues, You started a podcast that I've even introduced it to my audience and my viewers. It is entitled Unlimited Fact 101. What is it about this podcast?
Okay, first of all, it's not a podcast. I don't do podcasts. I don't do talk show. My brand you're talking about is a lifestyle, not a podcast person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So if you say the lifestyle, what constitutes lifestyle? My audience are very curious, and the comment section will start hitting up. What is a lifestyle? What constitutes lifestyle?
Okay, I understand where you're coming from, but I'm just going to answer you plainly.
Okay.
We're unlimited facts. We focus on every area of life.
Okay.
With no favoritism and no prejudice.
Oh, okay.
You get it?
Devoid of sentiment.
Exactly.
Okay, viewers, will soon get it, man. Now, Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
Burkina Faso is a country in West Africa that share the common border with Ghana, Mali, and Niger, and Togo. And Burkina Faso was previously known as Upper Volta from 1958 to 1983. And it has not also been shielded from coups from between 1966 to February 2002. Burkina Faso experienced 9 coups d'etats. And Burkina Faso was also a member of what we call French West Africa, where you have countries that are colonized by France, Senegal, Ivory Coast, Togo, Niger, Benin, and Guinea, Conakry, Mali, and those are the countries that were embedded in that French West Africa. But one thing that is remarkable about Burkina Faso, it is noted of giving us charismatic leaders that always thrill the continent and beyond. Let's say 1983, they gave us Thomas Sankara. Thomas Sankara captured the heart of mind of the Africans, both in Africa and in diaspora. Then after Thomas Sankara, we have Blaise Campoare, who was believed that he overthrew Thomas Sankara under the influence of France. Then right after that, we have the man that we're about to talk about, Ibrahim Traore. Burkina Faso, actually, the name Burkina Faso, from Upper Volta to Burkina Faso, the name is an amalgamation of 2 major tribes. The More or the Moses, the word Burkina comes from the More of the Moses from Burkina Faso, mean upright or honest. Then from the Jula tribe, you have Faso. Faso mean fatherland or land. So when you combine the two, they said it is the land of the upright or the land of the honest man. Are they really honest? When we come to the discussion, you let me know. But I'll have to go straight to our brother. What do you make of Captain Ibrahim Traore?
Okay, once again, thank you. What I make of the young man, the captain, he's indeed a beacon of, change. That's what I make of him.
Okay.
He's a beacon of moving to another level. He is a beacon of taking it back. He is a beacon of peace. And generally, he is a beacon of hope.
In the African continent.
To Africans.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if we say Ibrahim Traore is a beacon of hope, is it that, and seeing that Africans, and especially the black race, they are clamoring for Ibrahim Traore, is it that we are celebrating autocratic or military rule as opposed to democracy?
I don't think that is the case because when you critically look at the issues going on in Africa, especially in the western part where we find ourselves, as much as it is branded out there that we are practicing democracy, it doesn't really look it.
So you're saying the democratic nature of the West Africa, especially West Africans, is not genuine?
It's not democratic. As my Nigerian people will say, the democracy in West Africa is not democratic.
Yeah, okay.
So if people can have peace, if people can feel loved, if people can feel sense of belonging in Burkina Faso under the regime that you, and sorry, I'm not stereotyping you, I'm trying to make emphasis, that you and your kind of people that have that kind of view, you know, sees it to be a military regime, then I think we all in West Africa, we need that kind of military regime. A military regime that will make us, you know, be valued. You know, a military regime that will make us be seen as people that also have sense of reasoning, that will make us be truly independent. Then please give us that military regime. Give it to us in Ghana, give it to us in Nigeria, give it to us in Sierra Leone, give it to us in Liberia.
Okay.
Just give it to us.
But looking at where Africa we have come from, you says that whenever we have military leaders like this, they come, they give us the hope. Like for instance, a few years ago we have Yahya Jammeh in the Gambia. Everybody saw change in the Gambia. Yahya Jammeh became a dictator. The late president of Liberia, Samuel Kanyado, when he came, he was the youngest leader in the world. He toppled a regime that is seen to be repressive against the indigene. Samuel Kedo they had to end up slaughtering him before he left power. Captain Valentine Stratzer, he was the youngest leader, 27 years when he took power in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leoneans celebrated him. General Sani Abacha. Today, the man in Uganda, Museveni is not ready to leave power. So are you people telling us that you should return to those dark days of dictatorship for Africa to be relevant in the world? Is that what you guys are telling us?
Okay, since we've some sort of started making it look like a stereotype, I'm stereotyping you, you're stereotyping me. Let's dive into it.
Okay.
Now, it will be an error comparing the regime of then Nigerian Abacha to the now Captain Ibrahim Traore's regime.
Okay.
Which is why I don't subscribe to your idea that his regime is a military regime, in as much as I understand what military regime is. But comparing it to what we have experienced to be military regimes, you see that, nah, this one is a rebirth.
Okay. But now, how can Africa be celebrating a man whose regime does not allow press freedom? The regime has driven the traditional media, the BBC, the Al Jazeera, the CNN, the France 24, that has an independent mindset. So now running on a social media frenzy, they will be telling you everything about him, and nobody is there to scrutinize the information. And this is a man that said he has driven the French, he has driven those who are the new colonialists, but he has invited the Russians. What difference does it make?
You see, I picked a lot of points from what is I picked like 4 points, but let me talk about 2.
Okay.
When you say traditional media, and they are the ones who have independent, whatever you said.
Yeah.
Like, these guys have been in this country since its independence.
Yeah.
So how have their media affected the economy of Burkina Faso people? You get it? How have they, in one way or the other, you know, liberated, you know, the common Burkina Faso citizen? You get it? But what they always show is what their paymasters, you know, instruct
that's
them,
serious.
Yeah, instruct them to show. There is a reason why I personally, I don't watch BBC, I don't watch Al Jazeera, I don't even watch CNN. You know, it has nothing to do with Pan Africanism.
But these are objective media houses that give you balanced information.
What makes them balanced information? Have you ever seen Lakey Phase 2? Have you ever seen Moving Peak in Accra? Have you ever seen the Adan results on BBC, on CNN, on Al Jazeera? You haven't. Have you? You haven't. But I believe you've seen Nima Gato. I believe you've seen Madina Gato. I believe you've seen what is this place? The water community in Nigeria. I'm trying to remember. It's in Lagos. You will see the slums. Those are the places you will see in Al Jazeera, BBC. So how is their reportage balanced? Let's get that out of our mind.
I think this your answer just activated your Pan-African mindset.
No, remember I said it has nothing to do with Pan-African. As a matter of fact, I'm not a supporter of what they claim Pan-Africanism.
Oh, you don't need to, because Pan-Africanism is a scam.
Remember, unlimited facts is a lifestyle.
Okay.
So when we fact check things and we say, nah, this is a joke,
because
it takes a black man to bring down another black. So until we kill that mentality, we annihilate that mentality, we are not ready for true independence.
Okay. now, before we jump to the other topics and leave Burkina Faso alone, that is something you have to respond to.
Okay.
When we are saying that the social media, those who propagate the ideals and values of Ibrahim Traore, they are even disgracing the African continent, because most of the things they are projecting, they are not only deceitful, they are very, very obnoxious. For instance, we sat here, they said General Langley, the US general who is the head of the Central Command, they said they wanted to kill Ibrahim Traore. Why would he want to kill Ibrahim Traore? What threats does Burkina Faso pose to United States of America? Then when he turned around again, they said Ibrahim Traore was invited by Donald Trump in the inauguration. That was not true. And when they turned around again, they say the Saudi Arabia government gave him the opportunity to build 200 mosques, and he rejected it. And at times you see them bringing videos, Ibrahim Traore speaking English. So a Burkinabe society where predominantly they are illiterate. Why do you think the African society will leave Lesotho, will leave Seychelles? These are countries that are doing well in the world. They will leave Botswana. Why will they be projecting an authoritarian leader who does not encourage civil society in their country, but they will use a deceit to project it to the world? What do you say about that?
You know, I'm tempted to ask you a lot of questions. Let me speak on some of the points you've made.
Yeah.
You see, when you talk about social media, and we should also know, you know, I'm unlimited facts. I speak with facts. I base on facts.
Okay.
We should also know that some of the videos we see out there are not really the real Ibrahim Traore. Some of them are AI generated, artificial intelligence generated.
Yeah.
All right. And
which I believe is sponsored.
Definitely.
To propagate his image. That's right.
When I accept the sponsoring part, I don't accept that it is to propagate a sentiment, in as much as that might be. But I just say that I see it to be that Africans are just in love with this guy. I don't know what he did. I don't know how he did it, but he has been able to, you know, captivate the psyche of people, and they just love him. So they are just doing everything to show the rest of the world that, man, this is the kind of leaders we like.
In falsehood.
I'm coming.
Okay.
You can't generalize everything to be false.
Majority.
It's just like
99%.
I don't want to go into religion. No, I'm anti-religious.
Yeah, 99%.
It's just like the Bible and, you know, other religious books. Everything in it is not real, but, you know, they put it all up to make sense of something. You understand? So, in as much as all the things are not real, are AI generated, it's not necessarily to, you know, portray or force a sentiment to people's mindset. They are just sending a message, and the message is clear. They are Westerners. This is the type of leadership we Africans, we want or we like. Even if they are pounding on us, as long as they are giving us, they are making us feel valued, we are comfortable with it. Now, you made a statement that why should Langley be threatened or feel threatened by Ibrahim Traore? Because of the gold, because of the minerals. And then you made them, and why do I say because of it?
Yeah.
Because they don't have access to it as they used to before.
Okay.
You understand? So you made mention of Botswana.
So he truncated.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And you made mention of Botswana. Why should the Westerners?
Why can't we use Botswana as an example? Why can't we use Seychelles as an example? These are African countries that have These are African countries that have survived over the year. They survived without a military junta, without some AI-generated deception. Why do we?
I understand.
Why do we generate? Why do we project a man in a false manner to make it look in a heroic African manner?
You know, currently I don't know the GDP of Botswana, but when you look at the size of Botswana and compare it to the size of Nigeria, you would be convinced that Botswana, you know, it's some sort of doing way better than Nigeria.
Oh, far, far better.
But do you know why?
No.
The reason is there is less corruption in Botswana, despite the fact that they were colonized. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. But now they are independent. They are in charge. You know, they are more in charge of their independence than Nigeria is in charge of its or has independence.
Okay.
So the difference will be there. In as much as the Westerners are sucking from Botswana, they are not sucking from Botswana as much as they are sucking from Nigeria, not as much as they are sucking from Ghanaian gold, Ghanaian timber, Ghanaian bauxite. You understand?
Okay.
And most of those things are regulated mainly by the locals, by the citizens.
The indigenous.
Indigenous,
Right.
God bless you.
Yeah,
Thank you
sure.
for that.
Yeah.
But now when you come to these other parts of the country or the countries in the continent, you will notice that all they do is expatriates. All they do is expatriates. Does it mean that there are no indigenes who are capable? Those are the things you ask yourself, and those are the questions you should sometime on your quiet time, when you think about this, you think about that and make it make sense.
So do that mean that before we go for our break, so can we conclude that the messianic nature that has been painted on around Traore is superficial?
No, I wouldn't say it's superficial, because one of my African brother, who some people perceive to be Pan Africanist, from Ghana, Udimaya, he went to Burkina Faso. In as much as he didn't really give us some maybe possible press, releases or capture live moments where Ibrahim Traore is actually being the Ibrahim Traore we see online, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He still gave us some footage that, validates some of these informations we get online. So most of, or not all of it are lies and not all of it are true.
Yeah, but my problem with Rudy Myers, he goes to the place, take a snippet that he wants a certain audience, the so-called Pan-Africanists, and so he gave them a certain picture. He never told us that Traore has sold out to the Russian. How can an African leader? How can an African leader, who they said he is popular, over 1,000 people sleep around his house for security, bringing 100 special forces from Russia to guide him? How can an African leader, who they said
there is a threat?
Yeah, can Africa not protect him? More than 1.3 billion population.
You see, I am
confused.
I don't like people who contradict themselves.
Yeah.
And you are fond of doing that. Why do I say so?
Yeah.
I watched a program in your channel. All right. You were speaking about the UNHCR, that had to, with the refugee camp and Liberian camp of Ghana.
Yeah.
Right. And you were like, Ghanaians failed the refugees.
Yeah, sure.
You get it? You said that.
Yeah, sure.
That Ghanaians failed the refugees.
Yeah.
So how come again are you now clamoring and saying, does it mean that Africans cannot protect themselves? What do you stand for?
Yeah, no, what I stand for, for instance, we have a war college in Nigeria. We have Ghana, which has led the United Nations peacekeeping force in Lebanon. We have the South African executive outcome. If Ibrahim Traore wants to tell us that he is the one that is bringing a Pan-Africanist mindset for us, he need not to go to Russia for Russians to come and guide him. He need not to drive France and bring Russia to start some plants in Burkina Faso. So that's my challenge with him.
I've heard a saying, and it's a common saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Okay.
I think that is what Traore is doing, precisely, if you ask me.
Okay.
Because it has even turned out, he has pulled out of ECOWAS, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so somehow, some way, somehow, the once brothers of Traore Nigeria, the other ECOWAS states that was once brothers of Traore, Traore see them now to be a threat. You get it?
So he's going to the white man in Moscow.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
That's why I said America has Israel as their ally.
Okay.
You get it? America has NATO as their ally.
Okay.
And it's more like America is the president of NATO, quote and unquote.
Yeah, sure.
You get it?
Yeah.
So now all these other people are American friends. Even there are countries in Africa that are American friends.
So that means he's running away from America and go to Russia because Russia is an enemy to the West.
Bro, if that is how you get it, so be it.
Okay. Now
it's a game of interest.
Okay.
You know, whatever favors you is what you stick to.
Yeah,
you understand?
Yeah, viewers, we are going for another break, and DF George and GIJ on Out of the Box podcast. It is eating up, and don't forget to give your comments. Thank you very much.